Okay, guys. Tony, Catherine, Tony, Tony, Catherine, Brenda. Guys. Hello. Tony, Catherine, Tony. Oh, Nick. My guess is bathroom. Nick, or I mean, Tony, can you open the door and just see if you see Nick out there?
He might be in the back room with Amara. Smoking the
When Beth's ready, I forgive you. Just ahead of time, just, it's like a blanket coverall. I forgive you. Will you forgive me?
I forgive you. Will you forgive me? I didn't mean to hurt you. I just couldn't see your point of view. Your hurt and pain. Forgive me now. Let me try again. Will you forgive me? Will you take my hand? Look me in the eye and understand. Sometimes I just don't know the things I do unintentionally wind up hurting you. Will you forgive me? Please don't close the door. Don't close down your
Good morning. My name is Nolan. I'll be your platform assistant today. And let us stand and sing, How Could Anyone?
How could anyone ever tell you you were anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you were less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle? How deeply you're connected to my soul. How could anyone ever tell you you were anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you were less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your loving is a miracle? How deeply you're connected to my soul. How deeply you're connected to my soul.
Please be seated. Now let's take a moment to acknowledge our Christ candle and how it symbolizes the Christ spark within each and every one of us. There. And now for opening prayer. Relax in your seats and focus on your breathing. Today I send my forgiveness into the world. My thoughts are harmonious, my words kind, and my action loving and helpful. My forgiving thoughts sow seeds of harmony and serenity, infusing my words with the grace and love of God. My words inspire my compassion, generosity, and understanding, and forgiveness. I forgive myself. I forgive the world. I envision others similarly inspired, each filling our corners of the world with harmony and forgiveness. One by one, we shine the light of cooperation that drives out the darkness of discord. As the shadows of conflict recede, the world's people stand together, united in truth and living in peace. In gratitude, I know this to be true, and so it is. Amen. All right. Now let's say together our core values, vision, and mission statements. First, core values: welcoming community. We embrace all with open hearts, honoring the divine in every person and every path. Integrity. We live our truth with transparency, accountability, and spiritual alignment. Compassion. We respond to the world with empathy, kindness, and a commitment to wholeness. Growth. We nurture continuous spiritual evolution through learning, reflection, and service. Spirituality. We celebrate the sacred in all things, guided by affirmative prayer and divine wisdom. Now for our vision statement. We imagine a universe radiating unconditional love for all. And our mission statement. We empower everyone's spiritual growth through affirmative prayer, education, inspirational music, and community service. All right. Now, do we have any visitors for the first time today? No? We all family today? Okay, cool. I guess we can go straight into the handshakes, hugs, namaste, bow. But if you're not into that, cool. You just stay where you're at if you want to. All right. All right. As everybody makes their way back to their seats, and let's remain standing because we have another congregational. We got holy, holy, holy. Holy,
We
holy.
are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy.
Again.
We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy, holy, holy. We are holy.
Spirit.
Spirit divine, come to me. Feeling love, healing me. Open your heart, allow me to see beauty and love lives in me. You are holy, holy, holy. You are holy, holy, holy. You are holy, holy, holy. You are holy. You are holy, holy, holy. You are holy, holy, holy. You are holy, holy, holy. You are holy. I am holy, holy, holy. I am holy, holy, holy. I am holy, holy, holy. I am holy.
Close your eyes with your hand on your heart.
I am holy, holy, holy.
Yes.
I am holy, holy, holy. I am holy, holy, holy. I am holy. I am holy. I am holy.
All right. I'm going to do something a little different today. Slightly off script. If any of you are born in August, please stay standing. Everybody else, please sit down. Nope. Nobody born in August. Oh, hey! Get up here! Come on! Yeah, we're doing the whole birthday thing. It's beginning of the month. It's what we do. Let's sing happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Joanna.
Happy birthday, Joanna. Happy birthday to you. And many more.
And now let's give our blessing. We love you, we bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the Christ in you. All right. And now it's time for announcements. And to start them off, I would like to call Greg Foster up.
I got a good story for you. All right, a cool thing happened last week. You ready? This is a story about abundance and gratitude. Happened a week ago. So on Monday, our board of trustees approved 2 projects. The first project was to replace our picnic tables out back. They've been there for a long while. They're getting beat up. We need new ones. The second project was to replace our TV. I've been here 10 plus years, and it's been here the whole time I've been here. It does not do closed captioning, and it doesn't have the nice resolution that the newer TVs have. So this is for all of you watching online and streaming. We'll have a new TV. It's being delivered tomorrow, by the way, the TV. Pretty cool. So Monday, they approved these 2 projects. Fast forward a couple days, Carl and Nancy McClure did some research and found some picnic tables that fold up. So we can now store them indoors, and they won't be out in the winter. They'll last a lot longer than those big hunky things out back. Yeah? The first 2 of them have already been delivered. One's out in the lobby where you can take a look at it. Yeah? So that happened on Wednesday. Thursday, my wife Colleen got a call from Carl and Nancy. They said, you know what? If we really believe in this whole thing about abundance, we should just take a leap of faith, step off the cliff. We're going to buy the picnic tables and put them on our credit card, and just hope that the money comes in. We're like, all right, you do you. What's that? No, thank you. We know that it's going to happen. We know that it's going to happen. The next day, Colleen and I went to the store, and we bought the TV. It's being installed tomorrow, all right? We knew that the money was going to come in. So fast forward, this is last Sunday. One of our longtime members came up to my wife, Colleen, a big worried look on her face. She said, Colleen, I've been struggling with something lately. I had an inheritance from one of my deceased relatives, and I'm not sure what I should do with it. I've really been worrying about it. Would it be okay if I donated that to the church? And Colleen said, well, if it'll make you feel better, it's all about you, then sure. Well, guess what? That donation paid for the picnic tables. And the television.
Yes.
Almost to the penny.
Yes.
So thank you to our donor. Thank you to the relative. And it's a story about abundance and gratitude. We knew that it would happen. So there you go.
Yes.
It's really cool when things work out like that. All right. Now, back to our regularly scheduled programming. Today is the monthly lunch get-together after the service at Los Paramedes. It's roughly about 20 bucks a person, thereabouts. Everybody's invited to meet. It's right here on the corner of Chambersburg and Brant, right across from Speedway and KFC. And then, have you ever noticed how often we place limiting words after the powerful declaration, I am? Yeah. I think we all do that. We invite you to join us for Watch Your Language, a lively and reflective 2-hour Unity class about the creative power of words. Together, we will explore insights from Reverend Dr. Paul Hasselbeck? Huh? Okay. Examine the language of oneness and practice declarations that honor both our human experience and our divine identity. The class can be attended in person or over Zoom at 7 p.m. on Thursday, August 13th. Reverend Becky Whitehead will facilitate this class. Love offerings will be appreciated. And then Sunday, well, I guess I'm already kind of dressed for this one. Sunday, August 16th, release your inner hippie. It's the anniversary of Woodstock, a celebration of music, love, peace, unity, and flower power. So just for fun, let's all be in hippie wear. I guess I'm kind of perpetually in that now. With your tie-dyed shirts, bell-bottoms, and love beads to the service. Also on the same Sunday, following the service, Victoria Heron will offer a workshop on tapping. You heard Nancy Whitten talk about the benefits of tapping when she was here a few weeks ago. Here's your opportunity to learn the practice. EFT tapping involves gently tapping specific meridian points on the face and upper body while focusing on an emotional or physical issue. It aims to reduce stress and rebalance the nervous system. The suggested love offering for this is $20. However, no one is ever turned away. Now, I got all energetic, and now my eyes are wanting to flip things around, so bear with me. Our Unity group is planning to attend the upcoming regional rally, and they have planned some fundraisers to help with the fee. I remember these days. These were actually fun. After the service on Sunday, August 23rd, they will host a soup and salad bar. It's $7 per person, and all proceeds will go towards funding attendance to this trip. And you'll notice in the back of your chairs, there are both white and blue donation envelopes. If you would like to donate for a specific item or area of our center, like grounds maintenance, or new picnic tables, or larger screen TV for the sanctuary, just to name a few, you can use the blue envelope and clearly write on the envelope what you want the money used for. We want you to have the option to tell us where you want your money to go. And also, you hear that? Sounds like sleigh bells. Beginning of August. Huh. Oh, that's because there's one here for the holiday bazaar. That's only 3 months off from now. So, think Santa Claus and snow. This year, the Unity room at the bazaar will be just a little bit different. Instead of just holiday decor, we'll just have decor in general. So if you have anything you want to bring and contribute, you can bring it and put it in the nursery. If you are unable to carry it in yourself, you can contact the office and arrangements can be made to pick up your items. Any other activities and events are always available in our newsletter, social media, and on our website. Now for the daily word. The word for today is believe. I trust that my belief and my unbelief are enough. When Thomas says he can't believe Jesus' resurrection unless he touches the wounds for himself, he is describing those moments when God's infinite, eternal good seems too hard to believe. Jesus' response is instructive. He doesn't criticize Thomas's doubt or demand blind faith. Instead, he offers exactly what Thomas needs, inviting him to touch the wounds and see for himself. Jesus meets him where he is, then invites him into a deeper way of believing, one that can trust in unseen blessings. The invitation is open to me too. Whether my belief is steady and confident, or I long for reassurance and signs of divine presence, I trust I am divinely supported and dearly loved. Jesus said to him, "Have you believed because you have seen me? Blessed are those who have not seen and yet come to believe." John 20:29. I am pleased to welcome back Reverend Linda Ketchum. Thank you. And now I shall turn this over to Higher Ground.
Here I am, use me now. Do your will, speak your word, touch the weak, heal the world. I am loved, I am loved. All along I have known I'm the branch, you're the tree. There's no want, there's no need, intertwined, heart and soul aligned. I know you by name, beloved one. Nothing will ever come between us. You are all I've ever known. You're the lover of my soul, Holy One. How you fill my every thought. Everything in me is you. Everything in me is truth, beloved one. You lift me up and I let go. There is no fear where I stand. Holy ground is where I am. Look what you've made. Strong and brave, you call me by name. Beloved one, nothing will ever come between us. You are all I've ever known. You're the lover of my soul, Holy One. How you fill my every thought. Everything in me is you. Everything in me is true, beloved one. Beloved one, nothing will ever come between us. You are all I've ever known. You're the lover of my soul, Holy One. How you fill my every thought. Everything in me is you. Everything in me is truth, beloved one. Nothing will ever come between us. Everything in me is you. Everything is truth, beloved one. Ooh.
Good morning. Well, I guess we don't need that. Before we start, we need to celebrate one more birthday today. I don't know whether you realize it or not, but Myrtle Fillmore's birthday is August the 6th. And I found one part, she was actually born named Mary Caroline, I think it's Port. But she was actually born the 7th child to her parents and lived in Ohio when she was a child. Y'all may have all known that. I didn't. But I thought that was something that we needed to remember today. And I have a quote from her to start with. And I will say her writing is as bad as mine. That's not a compliment. When I went to work out at Wright Pat, I'd been there about 6 weeks. And I was walking down the hall, and the head of the legal department stopped me in the hall and said, "I hear your handwriting is as bad as mine." Wasn't a compliment. But here's Mildred's quote that I want to start with. If you leave out everything but the one presence, one power, one life, one love, one health, one wisdom, one joy, that is wholeness. Being connected to the oneness. And I think one of the ways that I at least get disconnected from my oneness is carrying around anger and grudges and not doing my forgiveness work. So when I read Unity's title for this month, I thought this would be a really good time to do something on forgiveness. And as I was leaving, my husband said to me, "I should have come with you." I said, "Yeah, you probably should. It's on forgiveness." And he looked at me, and I know he was being himself. He said, "I don't have anybody to forgive." I said, "You might start with your ex-wife." And he said, "Yeah, you're probably right." But we are going to look at forgiveness today. And Ernest Holmes says, not only should we forgive others, but we should equally forgive ourselves. Until we release all our previous mistakes, failures, pain, and suffering, we shall merely be repeating ourselves over and over again. A great deal of our trouble, both mental and physical, is built on an unconscious sense of rejection and guilt. Charles Fillmore said in Revealing Word, forgiveness, necessity of. Our first work is a demonstration. Our first work in any demonstration is to contact God. Therefore, we must forgive all beings of their transitions. And I personally think that the one I need to forgive the most is me. And there are also spiritual teachers who teach that unless you've forgiven yourself, you can't forgive anybody else. I don't think it's that drastic. I think we can do some forgiveness work without forgiving ourselves, but to really get to the core of it and really let it go, we have to do our forgiveness around ourselves. I truly believe that forgiveness is the greatest gift we can give ourselves. I've been reading a book, a very small book. I like small books by Ernest Holmes because I get more out of them. The Science of Mind textbook, for those of you who don't know, is this thick. Ernest wrote it in, I think the first edition was like 1920, 1921. And many, quote, souls have decided that they can revise it better than Ernest wrote it. And I think they took the heart out of it, which is why I like his smaller books better, because people have left them alone. The one I'm going to read a quote on, and you may hear more about this one, is called It's Up to You, and chapter 10 is 10 Steps to Personal Achievement. and that may be what you hear next month. I'm not sure yet. But what he says in that, learn how necessary it is to forgive both yourself and others. Did not the great teacher say, forgive and ye shall be forgiven? You cannot be a radiant personality if you hold grudges or resentment in your mind. In taking steps for forgiveness, remember that you cannot practice this attitude with lip service alone. You must be coming from the heart. We have to create one great blanket of forgiveness, which can be summed up in only one word: love. And love alone is best. And love is one of our words for God and Spirit. Love is the answer, and we have to love ourselves. You've probably heard me say this before, but I want to say it again. There was a period of time in my life when I would have liked to have a healthy relationship, and I didn't have one. And I suddenly decided I could have one with me. And then I realized that if I treated my friends and relatives the same way I treat myself, I wouldn't have any. So I began to really get deeper into self-forgiveness, and it has helped my life in many ways. I truly believe that forgiveness is the greatest gift we can give ourselves. And as I said, many times we are the hardest person to forgive. There are many benefits we gain from forgiveness. The Mayo Clinic did a study on forgiveness. And here are some of the benefits of forgiving someone, including yourself. Healthier relationships, improved mental health, less anxiety, stress, and hostility, lower blood pressure, fewer symptoms of depression, a stronger immune system, improved heart health, and improved self-esteem. Those are the benefits of forgiveness. That is what we gain when we take the time to forgive. And what if you don't forgive people and yourself? It brings anger and bitterness into every relationship and new experience. It becomes wrapped up in the wrong that you can't enjoy you become so wrapped up in the wrong that you can't enjoy the presence. You become more depressed or anxious. You feel your life lacks meaning or purpose, or that you are at odds with the spiritual beliefs. You lose value and enriching connections with others. So the good definitely outweighs the less good. And we're going to look at some steps of forgiveness, and then in the last 10 minutes or so, we're going to do a short meditation. And one of the things you're going to be asked to do is to think of somebody or a group of people that you need to forgive. And I thought of this, and I thought, I don't know whether I better say that or not, but I'm going to anyway. So when we start doing this process, and you run into a roadblock and can't think of anybody to forgive, if you're sitting next to your partner or spouse, I'm sure they can give you some ideas. At least in my household, they could. So what are the 5 steps to forgiveness? And this comes from someone called Taylor Bennett. And I didn't put the website down. But the first thing he says is we need to reflect on the situation. We need to figure out what happened, why, or even if you're upset, where the betrayal stems from, and if the whole thing was available, and so on. This will help you understand exactly how everything went down so you can accept it as it happened. You can also accept your initial reaction and feel related to the event as you can't help them. One thing about events, once they're over, they're over. If we are carrying around a bunch of garbage from an event, we need to figure out why we are still hanging on to that luggage. How many of you have been on a trip lately that required a big suitcase? Was it fun to lug around even with wheels? Think about all the stuff that you've got in your head around people or situations who have done you wrong. Think how much lighter you would feel if you were willing to let it go. This is the one I don't particularly like, but I will do it. Put yourself in the other person's shoes. Once you've taken the opportunity to reflect on the situation and your feelings, try putting yourself in the other person's shoes. Could you have found yourself to be more kind? Or think back on a time when you were in a similar predicament. We've all been the offender at some point in our life. We have all made mistakes. We have all acted selfishly. We have all hurt others in the process. In addition, maybe they found themselves between a rock and a hard place, as the saying goes. Whichever course of action they took, they would hurt you or someone else. So it's really time not to consider just your feelings, but also the feelings of the person who was also involved, or the group of people that were also involved. I had a situation that had been going on for about 4 or 5 years, and I was feeling extremely guilty about it. I thought my mother had sent my oldest daughter a wedding book. How many of you remember when they used to make wedding books, and she had sent a beautiful book, and I thought for some reason I had never given it to my oldest daughter. Back at the time, I would have got it where our relationship wasn't real great, to say the least. So I was feeling extremely guilty. I finally told her that I had it. She just looked at me and she said, okay. And I said, how would you feel about giving it to my granddaughter, Natalie, who is getting married next year on my birthday of June the 19th, and I'm doing the ceremony? But she just looked at me and said, okay. And then she told her sister, if she'd given it to me, that was Mark, I would have thrown it away. She would try to throw him away too, but it didn't work real well. And she needed to. But the sad thing is, when I finally got out and looked at the book, it was my book. It was the one my mother had made for me. And I had been beating myself up for at least 3 years. In fact, my youngest daughter said, when I told her about it, she said, I have never seen you beat yourself up this much. I thought, well, that's a good thing. I need to stop this. But it was weird. So, putting ourselves in someone else's shoes, trying to see it from their point of view, can be very difficult. But it is healing. And it does allow us to go to the next level. And we also, as the third point, need to choose what we learned from the experience. It's our choice whether we learn or let it tear us down. And he says, trust me, you should take the first route. I agree with him. You did not say I inherently trust, you did say that I inherently trust most people, so maybe it's my own fault. But one time I won't even go there. So, but we need to look at both sides of the situation. It's not always comfortable. I know somebody said to me one time that she was really angry with her husband and had been pretty angry for quite a while. So she taped their next argument. And when she listened to it, she realized she was the problem. Some of you husbands are laughing awfully hard. But I thought, oh, wow, I'm not taping anything. But we do need to choose to learn from the experience so we don't have to experience it again. If we're dragging around all this luggage and it has people we have not forgiven in it, anytime they come up, anytime we see them, anytime we hear somebody with the same name, we can go down the same path again. And it's not worth it. Trust me, I've done it. And then we need to, then we need to let go. This is where I've told you that one of my favorite tools is "This is yours, God." And I finally realized I had to say, "This is yours, God," and I've already turned it over to you. This is a good time to do that, to let it go. And one thing you need to remember is if you start thinking about the same problem or the same person and have the same feelings afterwards, you didn't do your forgiveness work. If you're thinking about the same thing in 10 minutes, you didn't let it go. If every time you see that person you feel it, you didn't let it go. Ernest Holmes tells a story about two brothers, and they were in business together. One of the brothers felt like he cheated his brother, and they eventually broke up their partnership and went their separate ways. Several years later, when the brother was older, probably about my age, he got very, very ill. And he went to a very intuitive doctor who had tried everything he could think of to help with this problem. And the doctor finally looked at him and said, "Is there somebody you need to forgive? Is there something you need to let go of?" And the guy sat there a minute and said, "Yes." And the doctor said, "Do you want to share it?" And he said, "Well, my brother and I were in business together, and I did some underhanded things and cheated him out of some money." The doctor looked at him and said, "I think you need to ask for forgiveness." So he went to his brother, explained how he was feeling, and his brother said, "I always knew that, but I didn't think it was important." And the man actually, physical and spiritual life actually improved greatly because he was willing to take his responsibility. And that's part of it. When we need to forgive someone, we need to take responsibility for what we did to contribute to the situation. And maybe ask ourselves, what can we do different next time so we don't do it again? Because I think the biggest part of forgiveness, part of it is to let go of the script in the first place that keeps you stuck in that cycle. And I imagine, if not now, at some point in our life, many of us could see that we were in the same cycle when we finally begin to truly watch what was going on about it. And the fifth step is decide where you want to go from here. Sometimes we do the forgiveness work. As Marianne Williamson said, just because you forgive someone does not mean you have to sit down to dinner with them. There are some people that, yes, we need to forgive, yes, we need to let go of. That does not mean they need to be back in our lives. If we are sure they are going to continue to hurt us, there's not something we want to welcome back into our lives. That is someone we need to let go of. Someone said when they were trying to do some forgiveness work, the person looked at him and said, "I forgive you and I want to forget you." And sometimes that's what we need to do. We just need to let go of that particular person or that particular situation. We're going to do an exercise now and a meditation. And I'm going to talk a little bit about it before we start it. The first thing I want you to do when we go into our meditation is think of some people or situations or companies or whatever that you need to forgive. And I suggest you don't decide to forgive the most important person, the biggest problem on the list in this situation, because we're not going to have that much time to work through it. But something relatively small, something that irritates you. And pick up a few people to do this process with. I'm going to explain what I'm going to say and what it means, and then we'll go into it. So the first thing when we're in meditation, and I've given you a couple of minutes to think about who you want to forgive. We're going to say together, I forgive myself. And what this means is knowing this will evaporate the negative energy around the event and this person. I forgive myself. The second thing is I am sorry. Know that this expresses your regret about what happened and you are feeling compassion for yourself and your mistakes and feelings of the other person. And the last thing we're going to say is I love you. As this balances the energy and sends love into the situation and releases you from your regrets and also releases both of you from your feeling of victimhood. So that's what these three statements are going to mean. So if we'll have some beautiful music and just take a few moments to get comfortable in your chair and to close your eyes if you're comfortable doing so. And maybe do a sweep of your mind to see if who it is that we need to forgive in this short process today. We'll go through it 3 times, which we can do it for one person 3 times, or if there's 3 situations, you can do that too. That's entirely up to you. And we just breathe in and feel who we need to forgive. If you can't come up with anyone, use yourself. And together we say, I forgive myself. Together we say, I forgive myself. Feel negative energy, negative thoughts leaving your body as you forgive yourself. Now say, I am sorry.
I'm sorry.
Knowing that this expresses your regret. And feel it leave your body. And now touch your heart and say, I love myself.
I love you.
As this balances your energy and sends love to the situation and releases you from your regrets and also releases others from their feeling of victimhood. Just breathe in the love of God. Breathe in the peace, the power, the wisdom that is God, that is Spirit. And let it fill every fiber of your being, and especially those areas in your body where this releasing left open spaces. Just allow the love, the joy, the peace, the wisdom, the oneness that is God, that is Spirit, to fill that space, to fill every fiber, every cell, every tissue of your being. Breathe in deeply and breathe in love. Breathe in joy. Breathe in freedom. Father, Mother, God, Infinite Spirit, we come together today to know that we are one with Spirit, that where God is, there is absolutely nothing else, that we are the divine expressing absolutely perfectly. that every fiber, every cell, every tissue of our being vibrates with God's stuff. We are healthy, whole, vibrant, prosperous, loving, and every need, every desire is fulfilled. Because with God, all things are possible, and all things are possible. And we know, as Myrtle Fillmore said, if you leave out everything but the one presence, the one power, the one life, the one love, the one health, the one wisdom, the one joy, this is wholeness. We embrace it, we embody it, we are it. And knowing it is so and knowing it is done, in gratitude and thanksgiving, I say thank you, God, and so it is. Amen.
Thank you. All right. Let's get together our love offerings. I guess that paper just wants to be on the floor, I guess. And we say together our offering blessing. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. One second, I shall be right back. We're missing something. It's kind of important. That'll do. I guess it's improv day. Okay, we got baskets. That'll work. Okay. It's not the usual blue velvet thingies, but okay. All right.
Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. 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 Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. 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 I'm so grateful.
And Reverend Linda, if you will.
And we take this moment to say thank you, God. Thank you for these tithes and offerings. Thank you for this amazing community and their ability to absolutely manifest those things that are great for this community and for the individuals in this community. We know that this tithe and offering goes forth and multiplies tenfold. It comes back to us with love, grace, abundance, and oneness. We know it is all God and all good. And in gratitude and thanksgiving, I say thank you, God, and so it is. Amen.
All right. I see a couple kiddos. Y'all want to come up? You can. If not, you don't have to.
You are walking in the light, in the light, in the light. You are walking in the light, in the light of God. In the light, 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 in the light of God.
And now for the children's blessing.
We love you, bless you. We behold the Christ in you, and we love you just the way you are, one with God.
Thank you. And then let's stand and join hands and sing, Now There's Peace on Earth.
Now there is peace on earth, and it has begun with me. Now there is peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as the power, family all are we. Now I walk with my family in perfect harmony. Peace has begun with me, and this is the moment now. With every breath I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Now there is peace on earth, and it has begun with me.
And now for our prayer of protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.
My religion is kindness, my church is nature, my God is a feeling, lives deep inside. My job is to be conscious, my path is forgiveness. My religion is kindness, and I practice it every day. Every day. Everyone has a story, everyone has pain. We strip away our masks, we find we're really all the same. Those little things we say and do that can mean so much. It's a smile, a connection, simple, loving touch. My religion is kindness, my church is nature, my God is a feeling, it lives deep inside. My job is to be conscious, my path is forgiveness. My religion is kindness, and I practice it every day. Every day. Today I'm gonna ask myself, what more can I do? What can I do? To be a radiant child of God and let my love shine through. Gonna let my heart be my guide, give the best of me. Gonna share my joy, share my love, give it boundlessly. My religion is kindness, my church is nature, my God is a feeling, and it's deep inside. My job is to be conscious, my path is forgiveness. My religion is kindness, and I practice it every day. Jack and Jill. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. When Jack fell down and broke his crown, Jill came running after. Said, Jack, tell me, what can I do to help you ease your a feeling that lives deep inside. My job is to be conscious. My path is forgiveness. My religion is kindness, and I practice it every day. My religion is kindness. My church is nature. My God is a feeling that lives deep inside. My job is to be conscious. My path is forgiveness. My religion is kindness, and I practice it every day. My religion is kindness, and I practice it every day. My religion is kindness, and I'm gonna practice it every day.
All right, big fun, everybody. Thank you again, Nick. Thank you so much.
Cool.